everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys? I am here with you today to bring you another video. We are using the Wonderful World bundle, which is the stamp set and the DSP together. You get that free with a $100 purchase. And in order to inspire you to spend the $100 to get this, I am pairing it with Charming Sentiments, and it's a $52 bundle. You get all these awesome words, so many different words, and it's perfect because the Wonderful World stamp set doesn't have any words. So this Charming Sentiments is new in the new annual catalog. It has 17 stamps, and the really cool thing is you get these awesome dies. You get all these little extra pieces in addition to all of the cutout sentiments. There's 30 dies in this die set. So you get 30 dies, 17 word stamps, and it's only $52. You'll get the Wonderful World and the DSP with a $100 purchase, so you'll have to add some things to it. You can add some embellishments, some cardstock, some other DSP. You can add some inks. You can add cards, I already said cardstock. Other dies like shape dies. Shape dies are great. Embossing folders are great. So there's so many different things. You can add some blends. We're going to use this blend today to color these because we are changing the fine sparkle adhesive back. I used the papaya colored ones and made them yellow. So you'll get to, you can get some blends, but it is on page 14 and 15 of your celebration brochure. And definitely check it out. I know that this picture does not do it justice, but this is a gorgeous, gorgeous set. And even this flower that you see on the front is from the designer series paper. You can cut that out, and there's a whole bunch of different flowers you can choose from. Here are some that I've cut out already so that you guys can see the variety. But it is a beautiful stamp set, and just by cutting these out of the paper, you have beautiful larger images that you can make cards with. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to clear this stuff out of the way. We're going to be using Pear Pizzazz paper today, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, and I am going to meet the corners here and give it a nice burnish. It's scored at 4 1/4. So our card is going to open from the bottom there. Now this paper here is also a celebration item. You can see the foiling on it. It is our gold and silver dots and stripes DSP. So this is what it looks like. Here's some silver dots. Here's the gold stripe that I use, but they come in gold and silver. It's one-sided, so it's not double-sided, and it's like our designer series paper. It is a beautiful pack, and I'm going to show you today. I am going to actually, you can see here, we're going to actually use this background, and we are going to use our blending brushes and some Orchid Oasis, and we are going to turn this white background into orchid. And you can do that with any of our blending brushes, any of our colors. So I'm going to swirl around, and I want it to be real light, so I'm making sure that I'm using a really light hand. And at first you're not going to see it, but as I continue to add color, I just want it to be real soft, so I'm not adding a ton of color. And I'm wiping most of it off onto this paper because I don't want it to be overwhelming. So I'm using soft strokes and small circles. Let's get some more. Okay. And as I layer that color, I'm sure that it's starting to pop out, hopefully on the camera. You guys can see. We're getting a little bit more orchid. I just wanted it to be a pale amount. There we go. So each layer adds a little bit more over the top, and it is really soft and beautiful. And then I have a piece of DSP also on the inside, so I need to do that as well. Same color. So I'm going to pick up a little more. And again, I'm going to start softly and add and layer more color as we go. I think there was more on the brush for this one, so I don't have to go back over it. I think that looks awesome. What do you guys think? Pretty, right? Okay, so let's close this for right now. We are going to need it on the inside of our card. I'll show you the inside. So it says congratulations on the outside, and on the inside it says super fantastic mega news. So we're going to also be using our Pear Pizzazz ink on Pear Pizzazz to do this pretty rose. We're going to attach this piece on the inside. Let me move my paper. So let's work on the inside of our card first. I'm going to bring my silicone mat in, move my blending brush out of the way, and our multi-purpose. So I'm going to go ahead and attach some of that onto my paper. And we're going to add that in this corner here. And just make sure that you leave a little border all the way around on the 3 sides. There we go. And then we're going to stamp in Pear Pizzazz our rose. So I'm going to grab that. Here's our rose stamp from our stamp set. Ink that up nicely. And I'm going to grab a scrap paper, put it underneath, just in case I go off the side a little. And the rose is going to go right there. Oh, beautiful. Next, we're going to take our Orchid Oasis, and we're going to take the words that says super fantastic mega news, because we are sending a congratulations card. So I'm just going to ink that up. Make sure that I have it nice and inked. Whoops, I missed a spot, I think. All right, here we go. Super fantastic mega news. There we go. And we can go ahead and close this. I've already stamped the congratulations because I had to die cut that out ahead of time, but it is from the same stamp set. And here it is right here on the stamp. I'll just turn it this way so you guys can see. So it's the word congratulations, and I stamped it in Orchid Oasis on basic white. And it goes right here, see? So let's go ahead and attach this layer onto our card front. Oh, I forgot to clean my rose. I got everything else cleaned. There we go. So we're going to attach the DSP that is from the level 1 stripes and spots, silver and gold, from the Celebration. It's a level 1. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Real life crafting here. Take a little drink of water. Sorry for sneezing. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach this onto the front. We're going to leave a border all the way around. So this piece is 4 by 5 1/4. And the piece on the inside was 4 inches. I think it's 3/4. Let me double check. No, 5/8. Nope, actually 3/4. I was right the first time. 3/4 by 4 inches. So now we're going to do our strips. You see these little strips down the center here? So I cut 1/2 inch, and I think they're 3 inches long. Let me just double check. Yeah, so they're 1/2 inch by 3 inch. And I just chose random patterns. So I'm just gonna lay them down like that. Let's put this one here maybe. We gotta add this green one maybe right there. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna do it. So I've decided to cut them at an angle, and you can see on the card here, I've cut those at an angle. And I also told you that I've die cut this congratulations. Look at how nice that looks when it fits just perfectly around there and cuts that right out. And I've chosen this flower this time. I wanted something white to really pop off of these really beautiful colors. So that's the flower that we're going to use this time. So I'm going to angle cut all of these pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my paper snips, and I'm gonna just start randomly snipping away parts of this designer series paper. I definitely want to make sure that it's, there we go. So there's that one. I'm going to cut this one this way. And then I'm also going to cut it this way right here. So there's that one. I have all these DSP. Hopefully I'll let it all fall on here and then I can just throw it in the trash can. So then this one, I'm going to angle this direction. And it doesn't matter which way you angle it. It's your choice. So there's that one. We're going to do this one. Let's go that way and this way again. And then this one, I'm going to do maybe this way and maybe again this way. And then I'm going to do this one next. I'll go this way and maybe this way. All right, and then the last one, I'm going to go this way and this way. So those are our pieces, and we're going to glue those. Let me throw these into the trash can, and then we can start gluing those onto our card. And they're just going to be glued flat. The only thing that's going to be lifted up is the congratulations and the flower. So let's get these little scrap pieces in the trash can. Okay, so we're going to start one at a time. And I'm going to lay them where I want them to be so that I have an idea of where I want to start. So I want it to be kind of even in the center, and I want them flush against each other. Obviously, they're not going to stay flush right now because I don't have any glue on them. But I'm trying to get an idea that this one's in the middle. It's the only one that's different. Let's see. I think I need to slide it just a hair this way. And I like that. Okay, so now that I have it down, I'm gonna start with the first one. I'm gonna pull it up here and I'm gonna use my wet adhesive. And I'm gonna start putting it on the back. I'm gonna make sure I have on the ends because if not, it may not stay down. And I'm gonna use my tweezer. And I'm gonna glue that first piece down. And then I'm gonna lift and, oops. It was this way. Gonna move these guys over a little. So this one's gonna be the green. So we'll lay it right there. And I'm gonna make sure when I put it onto my card that I press it down and right up against that next one. So here's the next one. Again, press right up against there. And here comes our different colored one. I like that one, is a little different. Stands out there in the middle. There's that one. Let's take our next. This is such a pretty paper. I love all the different designs. I think they're cool. And then let's do our last two pieces. We're doing good, guys. We're gonna pop up that flower and we're gonna pop up the words because it's gonna be laying on the flower. There's that one. And one more. Here's our last piece. This is so pretty. All right, I'm gonna slide it down a little. There we go. That looks awesome. Okay, so now comes our flower, and our flower is just gonna fit on there, okay? So we're gonna flip it over. I'm gonna start with the large dimensionals, and I'm gonna fit them wherever I think they will fit. And then I'm gonna fill in with some minis wherever those are needed. Okay, that's good for the large. Might have to get another pack of minis out. There's that one. Put one here. And then I think maybe right on this tip here. And let me see if I have any more minis. That's regulars, I think. Let me grab, yeah, those are regulars. I like to use the edges, so I'm gonna pull those because those are gonna be to fill in the spots, and I'm gonna try and grab some mini dimensionals here if I can find them in my drawer quickly. I found some. So we'll get those going. Let's get a pack of those out just in case we need them, right? Never know. And then I'll put the rest of them in my little holder that I keep on my desk. All right, so we're gonna take these edges. You can see how I've angle cut them, so I'm gonna do the same thing here. I need this for the stem area. I'm gonna put another one down there. So by angle cutting them, I get like a straight, skinny piece. And then I'm gonna put one up here, in this spot. And then I think I'm gonna put one here and one there. So we're just gonna kind of cut these edge pieces. I love that we get these little edge pieces in our, oops, in our dimensional edges, and we can use them for things like this. And then I think it looks good now. I think that's plenty. So let's go ahead and pull the backs off of these. And you know, I use my take your pick tool for that. So I'm going to start with the minis first. That way I know that they're up, and then I'm going to do the little smaller pieces. So let's grab the next smaller pieces here. It's a rainy day here today when I'm recording this. Just having that summer rain weather. Okay, so those are the small ones, and now we can lift up all of the large dimensionals. I try and do them by size so that I don't forget what I've lifted up and what I haven't, because then you can't see, right? And you think, oh, did I take that one off? Okay, so let's go ahead and attach our flower onto the front. So we're gonna set that right there, make sure that it's in the middle. Actually, I'm gonna lay it a little to the side. I want some of that pink to show. Let's see, yeah. I'm gonna do a little sideways. How about that? I think that looks good. All right, so now we're gonna do our congratulations, and it's gonna fit mostly on to my flower. And so I'm gonna use just 2 small pieces. I'm gonna take a mini dimensional, and I think I'm gonna cut it in half. And I'm gonna put half on each corner of this, and the rest I'm just gonna put some wet glue. Some multi-purpose in the middle. Let's put that up here because most of that is going to be leaning on my flower. Okay, so let's hold that. Grab my tweezers. And let's see. Yeah, most of that is on there. So I'm just going to press that into place, put that dimensional that's on that end and the dimensional that's on that end. The rest is resting on my flowers. And then, of course, I told you that I've used my Stampin' Blends. I used the brush tip, and as a warning, they do get messed up when you use them, but I color with the bullet tip mostly, so I'm okay with my brush tip getting a little frayed because I absolutely have to color my embellishments. It's just the way it is. So you can see here, I colored these 3 already. I wanted them to be dry and ready to be put on. So I'm gonna just pull them off. I'm gonna put this one here. I'm gonna do a little different than last time. One here, and one up there. Ooh, did you hear that thunder? All right, so there is our card. Super fantastic, mega news. Congratulations card. I hope that you guys enjoyed being here with me. I loved making this card with you. I hope that you will come back and see tomorrow's card. It will be awesome as well. Thank you for being here so much. I appreciate it. And I will see you back here next time. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!